let's discuss about how to write your function notated XPath in Selenium. So our topic is to discuss about function notated XPath. Okay. So out of which, right, first one I'm going to call it as starts with. Right, guys. Remember that we are using your XPath 1.0. All the browsers are going to support XPath 1.0 only. So we don't have any method called as ends with in your XPath. Okay. So ends with is not a method that is available to write in your XPath element identification. Okay. So please ignore the method called ends with. So now let us see about your starts with. So the name itself telling that starts with. Okay. So let's take an example, then we'll discuss about that. I have an element whose ID is available as ABC1234. So first time when the user is going to open the application, the ID property is going to be look like this. The ID property is going to be look like this. For example, take an instance of this element only, this HTML structure only. Okay. So let me copy and paste it here. Assume that he is going to have ID as ABC456. Assume that. So when he launches the first page, first time, right? So he is going to get the ID as ABC456. So then after what he did, right? He went and refreshed his page. Then he found the ID is going to be available like ABC12344. Then again he refreshed his page. Now ABC he is going to get 67890. So now what happened here? What I observed here is my script is getting failed every time. So when my script is going to get every time, right, I'm going to get an exception saying that no such element found exception. So what I did, right, when I get such kind of exception, what I used to do here is I'll go and see what is the XPath that was written while writing my design. Then what I'll do here is I'll take the XPath that what is available inside the application when the application is trying to automate, when the Python is going to be automate. So now what I'll do here is I'll be comparing the both the XPath which was written during my design time and what was the XPath that is available in the current time. So now when I start comparing these two XPaths, I found the property called ID is getting changed. So how it is getting changed? So the starting part itself is going to be the constant and remaining properties are getting changed. So the ABC, the word ABC is going to be constant and after that the numerics are getting changed dynamically. So now what I want to do here is I don't know what is the value that I'm going to get after this ABSC, but I'm sure that my ABC is going to be always constant. So now I need to write a good XPath in order to overcome this problem. So in such cases, when your starting part is going to be always constant for your attribute, right? So for this situation, we are going to use the function notation called as starts with. So what is the syntax for this, Pratap? So syntax is very easy. So how to write the syntax for this? See here. Double forward slash HTML tag. Double forward slash HTML tag. Square brackets starts with, again give a parenthesis, right, again square brackets. So guys, when you guys are going to write your starts with XPath on the DOM right, so first try to complete your syntax. Double forward slash HTML tag square brackets starts with and a parenthesis here. So inside that, just go and use your which attribute is getting changed, your ID or whatever it may be, at the rate of attribute comma single quotes value. So here you have to give your starting value only, starting value, or which is going to be a constant value. Now in my case here, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write it as double forward slash HTML tag is going to be my input and then starts with parenthesis square brackets. So first try to complete your syntax and then go and write your attribute at the rate of ID. So ID is getting changed, right? So what is the starting value? ABC. Now this one, what will happen, right? it may fetch a single element or multiple elements. It may fetch a single element or it may fetch multiple elements. So multiple elements in the sense it will go and set all the elements who is having the ID starting with ABC. If it have one element, no problem. It is going to have multiple elements. It will go and fetch you multiple elements. So try to see that whether you are going to get a single element or you are going to get a multiple elements. So let's go and see this kind of example. So let me go and see here a good example. Call it as Yahoo Search. Let me launch the application called Yahoo Search. Now I'm going to type something called hello. Okay. Now I want to identify the search results that are coming out here. So I'll be telling you how to find these Ajax controls, how to handle your Ajax controls. So now let us see about how to get the expert of these results now. So now if I go and observe here, I want to get all the elements. I want to get all the elements of the search results. So if I go and see here, each one of the element, the ID is getting started with YUI underscore 3 underscore some number. The numbers are getting differentiated, see here. But my starting position of the each and every ID is always constant here. So for example, I don't want to know like what are the properties that other things are giving, what are the numbers that other part is giving, but I want to identify all my elements here. So is there a way to identify all the elements now? So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press my Control F, right? Then I'm going to write my HTML tag. What is the HTML tag here? Li. Then what I'm going to do, right? Starts with parenthesis. Then I'm going to close my close bracket. Then inside my parenthesis, what I'm going to do, right? At the rate of ID, comma, what I'm going to do here is YUI and a single quotes. So something went wrong. Let us check out that what is happening there. Double forward slash li starts with parenthesis at the rate of id. Yes, is correct. Yeah, there is a hyphen between your starts and with, guys. My bad, I missed you out that. There is a hyphen between your starts and with. Okay. Now let us see here. We got all the elements who is starting the id with YUI. You can able to see here all the elements. There might be a chance to get multiple elements. This is the example how to get your multiple elements. Now let us see, like write a good example which where I can able to get only a single element using my starts with. Now take an example here. This first name, right, is getting some number always. First 90008 name. Assume that you are getting like this. Now I want to identify only this particular element alone using my starts with. I am sure that my ID is going to start with my first with a letter called first. So now what I'm going to do here is double forward slash input, right? Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my starts hyphen with parenthesis at the rate of ID starts with the word called as first and then parenthesis is going to be get end. So now see here, I got a single element. But whereas in this case, I got my multiple elements. Okay. So it depends upon the element identification that you're going to get a single element or you're going to get a multiple elements. Okay. So starts with can able to give a single element as well as starts with can able to give you multiple elements from the application.